It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Going on third, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down. McCarthy looking to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. Running down the left side. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Minshew. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down from the gun. Has it down close. He has the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And his guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. It goes as a gain of 19 yards, and that gives them the first. Out of the gun, Minshew. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Running back sent in motion. Minshew on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 36.
Another try following the sack. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll try and punch it in. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Working quickly here. From the shotgun, Minshew finds his back complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Minshew on 3rd and goal. And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Another carry for him. Crosses midfield, still going. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11-yard line. A gain of 50 yards. And a first down.
From the red zone now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he's in. Touchdown! 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Minshew working from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on first is Minshew. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Minshew. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Caleb Farley has it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So 2nd down coming up. Now McCarthy. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short pass caught by his tight end. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. Back to the air, McCarthy. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys get more points to end a lopsided first half. You're good on the point after. And his guys stretch their lead to 21.
Our home team, 7.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Trying for the deep ball. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Minshew. He's on the move. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10, Minshew. On the move, headed right. He's got Andrews. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. From the 33 on second down. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And these guys get it back to a 14-point game. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Hand off to the back. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 3rd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. Yeah. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So they're left with 4th down here.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Minshew. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Minshew. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Terrion Arnold has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown.